You are watching Yeticket.com with Al McGee, movie reviews and interviews. This is Yeticket.com. Yeticket.com, your entertainment ticket.
We are your entertainment ticket, that's right. Yeticket.com. We are your entertainment ticket, that's right. Yeticket.com. 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 We are your entertainment ticket, that's right. Yeticket.com. Yeticket.com. We are your entertainment ticket, that's right. Yeticket.com. We are your entertainment.
Hey, this is Al McGee with your entertainment ticket at www.yeticket.com. You see this pen I got right here? Tragedy and comedy. Well, this man created it, but one of my good friends and lovely ladies gave it to me, Carol Connors. This is Yaacov Heller. He's an artist. How you doing, Yaacov?
I'm doing great, Al. It's great to meet you.
Yeah, great to meet you, buddy. Well, we're in your studio, and I see some fabulous artwork here. I wish I was a two-time millionaire. I could buy a few pieces because they look so great. I mean, you got politicians, you got singers, but also you got sculptures. What do you like to do? Do you like to paint? You like to do all of it? And how did you get started?
Well, I'm very creative, and I have to use that gift that I have, that passion, and I use it a lot to give back, to do good. I'm designing a lot of pieces that are like monuments, like the one that I just created of Walter Lewis Shaw, and that's for the producer of the show Genius on Hold, who you just met earlier today. Genius on Hold is going to be playing tonight, the final, or tomorrow night actually, at City Place. It's the last viewing of this film festival before they have the awards. They're announcing the awards at the after party after 9 o'clock tomorrow night. But we're trying to get a lot of people over there to see this film because Walter Lewis Shaw was an inventor. This
is a film about his father, right?
Yeah. Well, Walter Lewis Shaw is the inventor. Walter T. Shaw is the son who produced the film. And he asked me to do a monument of his father with his 39 patents in bronze on the granite base. And these are things that you and I are using every day, from call forwarding, the conference call, the first handheld speakerphone.
His father invented all those things while he was at Bell, right?
And he had patents on them all, but he died a pauper. He died penniless simply because he didn't have the money to fight for his patents against AT&T and Bell South. They just ran right over him, even though he had the patents, yes.
They stole it from him, really?
They stole it from him, they did.
Oh, that's a tragic story.
And it's a tragic story, and what Walter T. Shaw made his mission to let the world know who his father was. So that's one of the reasons he commissioned me to do the monument, and that's why he made this film, which I think is a great film. I saw it last week in Meisner Park at the Meisner Cultural Arts Center. I invited about 70 of my friends, and they all came, and they're all raving about it, and some of them are going to go see it again tomorrow night.
Man, that sounds great. Now, also, I'm looking around, too. You work with gold, you work with silver, you work with brass. What medium do you love the most, or is it all of them about the same?
No matter what medium, I do the first model in clay or in wax, and then I can either cast it in gold or in bronze or in silver or in pewter. But the medium that I like to work in is clay. It's soft. I just did a monument of the Count and Countess de Hornley. That's,
oh, yeah?
It's over in Meisner Park Amphitheater, which is actually called the Count de Hornley Theater. And
I've seen that.
Yeah, we did that on her 99th birthday, September 24th. We installed it in the amphitheater. And I've got another piece out in front of the amphitheater, which is bronze, Flossie's Fountain, which is 15 feet high. And for her 97th birthday, I did a sculpture of her dog, Shotzi, a 5-year-old Yorkie, which is mounted next to her on that statue in Meisner Park.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, how many people have monuments of their dog, you know? But actually, Flossie Keesley's celebrating her 98th birthday this Sunday, doing a free concert for the city of Boca Raton. She does this every year. She books the finest, the best. She gets them come from all over the country to volunteer to do a show for the city of Boca Raton on her birthday. She was the first lady of daytime television.
Oh, she is.
She had a talk show back in 1948 on the Dumont Network. Her husband, Nick Keesley, produced the Perry Como Show for CBS, the Ted Mack Amateur Hour, which was the original American Idol. That's where they would win.
Yeah, that's the original. People might not remember that. That was a great show, too.
They would win 2 weeks at the Copa, which was owned by Lou Walters. Barbara Walters' father owned the Copa. And
that's a nightclub, a former nightclub in New York.
Right. Well, now they're getting Sony record contracts and everything else. But back then, the winner would get 2 weeks at the Copa.
You know, one thing I always love to learn from people is, how old were you when you first decided or that you realized this is what you wanted to do? But what gave you the inspiration to say, this is what I want to do, I'm going to keep on doing it?
Well, that's a good question, Al, because my first knowledge that I had that capability was when I came home from school, from kindergarten, with a clay elephant that I had made, and the teacher baked it in an oven in a kiln. And we hand-painted them. And when I brought it home, my parents told me to take that back where I took it from. They just didn't believe that I made it. And then she got letters from both my Sunday school teacher and my private school teacher at the same time, my public school teacher. They said, what are you going to do about this boy's art talent? So she enrolled me in a special class in the Cleveland Museum School of Art.
Well, that's great. So you're from Cleveland?
Cleveland, Ohio, yeah. Born and raised in Cleveland. Yeah. And then when I left home in 1957, left Cleveland, I joined the Navy, and I was 4 years on the USS Forrestal, and I painted portraits of sailors' wives, their girlfriends. I had like 6 paintings going at a time, oil painting portraits.
I'm sure they appreciated that. They were so far from home.
Not only I appreciate it because I'm, being out at sea for 2 weeks at a time, and $500,000 being paid out on board a ship where nobody could get off the ship because an aircraft carrier doesn't know how to stay in port. You have to be at sea to have planes going in the air all the time. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I did pretty well. So instead of standing watch when we got to a port in the French Riviera, I would get on a plane and fly to Paris. So I did pretty good with my art, and I kept it up. When I got out of the Navy, I went and learned how to make jewelry to keep up the commercial part of it. I learned how to cast in silver, and I always chose my teachers. I wanted to learn a certain technique. I would go to work for that artist or that jewelry designer. I'd go out and buy them lunch or whatever I had to do just to be able to watch them or to learn from them. So that's another thing. My sister had a wonderful music education, Oberlin Music College. Her senior year in Austria at the Mozarteum. But I always chose my own teachers. I think you go to school, college, universities, art schools, you take what they give you. But I saw a technique I liked, and I would do what I had to learn from that artist.
Wow, that sounds fabulous. That really sounds good. So then after that, you just kept on painting, and people started buying paintings and things like that from you, and sculptures, jewelry.
Monuments, awards, special jewelry designs. Yeah, I've been doing this for a long time.
Wow, and I can see the glee in your eye that you still love this.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's something that I can still have. I can produce more than one. For instance, I have in this gallery the only other one that Bill Clinton has, that sculpture right over there of Yitzhak Rabin. I was commissioned to do that by the Israeli government on the occasion of Israel's 50th anniversary. Well, I made one for him, and I made one for myself. The same thing with the sculpture of David and Goliath. It was presented to President Gerald Ford by the Prime Minister of Israel, Yitzhak Rabin. That was in 1974. So I still have the mold. And I did a prophecy of Isaiah, which was presented to Anwar Sadat on the occasion of the Camp David peace treaty with it.
All these are great people you're talking about.
And I have replicas of them in the gallery, and I have explanations and letters from presidents, and it's like my own little museum here.
It is. It really is. Wow, Yaacov,
also
I'm
paint it.
impressed.
I paint it right here on the stage.
Yeah, I see.
People watch me every day as I'm painting. I just finished a portrait of my wife, which I just presented her yesterday on our anniversary. And I couldn't give her any more jewelry. She's already got everything.
Wow. And you also did this for me.
Yes, I did.
Oh, man, I'm really touched. This is really beautiful, too. I'm going to wear this often. And then when you go to my website and you see me interview other people, you're going to see this on me.
Okay, that's great.
'Cause I really love it.
That's great. I'm glad you like it.
Hey, Yaacov, I want to thank you very much. I'm glad you took the time to come on your entertainment ticket and also took the time to talk to me. I know there's a lot more you can say. I would love to hear it because we're neighbors. We both live in the same town or city, as you call it, Boca Raton, and I'm going to keep in touch with you, all right?
Let's do that. Good meeting you, Al.
Good meeting you, and I'm really impressed with all your work.
And wear that in good health.
Every day.
And a lot of great shows ahead of you.
It is.
This is your entertainment ticket. Latest and greatest movie